Hey everyone, this is Shayna from wordofmouth.org, and I'm here with wordofmouth.org crash course speaker, Nick Filler. Nick, can you tell us a little bit about the case study you'll be talking about on May 10th?
Yeah, absolutely. What I'm going to be covering is really talking about how we took a summertime salad, which is a limited time offer at a little bit higher price point than our typical entrees, and created a word-of-mouth campaign by using sort of a novel tool in that we used a T-shirt, which served as a coupon versus an actual coupon or a flyer or a punch card, and a little bit about how we kicked off the event and created lines in front of all our restaurants, and then gave a story to tell the folks who received those T-shirts, basically to tell their friends and pass it along and share an experience about Noodles, our salads, and why their friends should come with them or go independently to get a salad on their own and for free.
Awesome. So what are the top 3 lessons people will learn in your session?
What I really wanted to cover was how creating a spectacle can go a long way, and during that, how the person who is sort of the facilitator or the leader, which was one person from each restaurant, and we rolled this in about 250 restaurants across the U.S. in 18 states, so that one person took that line of 50 people and quickly turned them into brand ambassadors and gave them a story to share with their friends. So that's kind of lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 is that word-of-mouth campaigns really have to be simple. It has to be passed along and shared quickly and concisely, and if there's too many components or just too many things for somebody to wrap their head around, they're going to not share it. They're going to choose to walk away from it, and it's just going to be a complication to their life versus something that's cool and fun. And then a little bit more about the vehicle itself, how it has to be novel, and how a T-shirt as a coupon serves as something a lot better and a lot more effective than an actual coupon or just something out of the norm that, again, folks might not carry that story with them and share it with their friends because it's just not nearly as important.
Great. What was the secret to getting people talking about your salads?
I think that really relates back to kind of the 3 points that we were talking about when I was filling this out. It was really, those things were very, very similar, but I think the secret was really having someone at the focal point. Once we sent out the email that drove in 50 people and kind of teased them a little bit about, hey, if you come in and you get this T-shirt, you can pass along to friends, and it's kind of a pay it forward, the great salad share. We excited them, but they showed up, and for the most part, we had 50 people or more standing in front of each restaurant, so that was really great. But then the really important thing was that person who stood out and said, hey, you guys all got this email. Do you know what that means? Do you know what you're here for? Well, let me tell you. You're going to get a T-shirt. That's going to serve as your vehicle to pass along to other people, and for you to get your free salad today, and you get this T-shirt today, but then you can share the shirt with your friends, your family, your coworkers, and you can essentially pay it forward and buy them a salad just by simply handing them this shirt and telling them or inviting them to come with you to Noodles Company. So I think that was probably the most important thing, was that, once the people were there and those sort of early adopters, hey, I've got some time in my day. I'm going to show up to this restaurant before it opens and see what this shirt thing is all about. Then once all those folks showed up, really the most important thing was, showing them how our promotion was going to fit into their lives, and not only give them a free salad, but give them the ability to kind of start this chain reaction.
Yeah. So what is your favorite word-of-mouth story of all time?
Yeah, that one was, I thought about what makes word of mouth, why you feel compelled to share it. And you feel compelled to share it with your friends because you feel smarter than them in that you know something that's kind of underground, or you just have this story that you're bursting to tell because you feel other people should know it. So I thought, of the special menus like ordering animal style at In-N-Out Burger. And, it's not on the menu, but a lot of people know about it, and you do feel compelled to share it because it's, let's get veggies chopped up and thrown on the burger, and it tastes better that way, so you're going to want to tell your friends. The story to me, I'm a really big music buff, and the story to me is Bon Iver, Justin Vernon. So his stage name is Bon Iver. He kind of is a very, very talented musician, was in a band, did the traditional thing, but he kind of got fed up, broke up with his girlfriend, broke up with his band, and he moved into a cabin in the depths of winter in the woods of Wisconsin. It was his dad's cabin. And he spent 3 months recording an album that I think it won Album of the Year in 2008. And he recorded everything himself, the vocal tracks, the drums, the bass, the guitar. He did it all himself, looped it together. And there's only 3 pieces on the album that he didn't do, and they're all, a horn, a French horn, a clarinet, instruments he couldn't play. So he created this album, by himself in an unconventional fashion, in an unconventional place, and it kind of took the world by storm and just grew and grew and grew. So I think that, it wasn't just me wanting to tell people about this crazy, non-conventional record that was the best thing ever. It was a lot of people, millions of people who wanted to share their story, which led to just an amazing album. And then his sophomore album didn't disappoint either. It was really, really fantastic. So going to see him at Coachella, and then I'm going to see him at Red Rocks here in Denver. Just always excited to share that story about how the album was created. And I think for me, because I love music, you find so many people that, they like the song, but they couldn't tell you why. I like digging down deep and saying, I like the song because this story or that story or this guy relates to my life in this way,
Yeah, awesome. I'm a fan too, so I totally hear you. Well, that's actually all the time we have now, but you can come to the wordofmouth.org crash course in Austin on May 10th to hear more from Nick Filler and for one day of love, happiness, and word of mouth. Go to wordofmouth.org/crash course to register.